Well, hello friends. I wonder if I should turn my car off because I'm going to be here for kind of a while. I just pulled up to the ferry in Kingston, here in Washington State. If you watched the previous video, I had left you in the Dungeness State Recreation Area. I can't remember if that's exactly what it's called. Dungeness Recreation Area, I think just that. And I was heading more inland. So to do that, you can drive all the way down the Olympic Peninsula and then back up through Seattle. But I love taking the ferry, so I thought I would take the ferry. I'm here, but what happened was I drove to Port Townsend because that was the fastest route. There's like 2 or 3 different points where you can take ferries. And I pull up there, and their ferry is out of commission. The engine is broken. And I was like, oh, I guess I'll go another way. So I came down to Kingston, and I'm on the next ferry, which leaves at 3:10. So I've got like 45 minutes here. So I have to decide what I want to do. But I think I might just turn my car off and open the windows, and gosh, I could just climb in the back and take a nap. I'm a little tired. But I'm excited because I mentioned this again in the previous video. I was able to book an Airbnb that has been on my wish list for well over a year, or even a year and a half. And now I don't know if it has its own name. You know how sometimes they're named? No, it's just a treehouse in, gosh, I hope I'm saying this right, Snohomish. I have no idea. But that's where I'm going. This treehouse has been in my wish list forever, and I'm really excited. I wasn't necessarily planning. I was kind of thinking, like, tentatively that I would do 2 Airbnbs on this trip because it's a longer trip. But I knew I at least wanted to do the one in the middle with the laundry machine, which I did at Oyhat Bay, which was great. But when I was looking, this one popped up as available for one night only. And I was like, well, I gotta go. So that's where we're headed. And I'm really, really looking forward to it. And I'm going to give you a full tour, like how I usually, share about Airbnbs. It's a little bit different from my normal Airbnb, like, centric videos where I get 2 nights and I really get to, like, experience the place. This is just 1 night, so it's not even like 12 hours of time. No, it's more than 12 hours. It's not 24 hours, let's just say. It's like 18 hours of time. But I'll take it. I'm excited. And I'm excited to share it with you, because who doesn't love a treehouse, especially in Upper Washington State? So Snohomish, if I'm saying that right, I'm so sorry if I'm not, is just north of Seattle. I don't have exact plans for after this, so part of what I'm going to be doing while I'm there is figuring out my plans for the next few days, because I have a few more days left here in the Pacific Northwest, and I need to decide what I want to do, when I want to go home. I got to book airfare. I have to do all of that. But I have a little wiggle room because I left a little bit of a cushion between my kids' summer break with their dad and when they come back home to me. So I have some time to kind of figure that out. But yeah, you're along for the journey. I think I am going to turn the car off just so I'm not idling for the next 45 minutes, because that's no good. I must have just missed this ferry because they're letting people on in the first 8 lanes. I'm in lane 9. Oh well, it's fine. Okay, I'll take you on the ferry when we go, and onward. I've only been on maybe 2 other ferries. I took that ferry that one time in Wisconsin, off of the Door County peninsula to that island. and you could get out. So this person's getting out. Anyway, I thought you could get out, but you can't. I just got yelled at for getting out, so I guess, but this person's getting out. So, I'm not sure what's happening. I don't know if you can get out or not. I was hoping we could, but maybe you can't, and that's okay. I don't know. Anyway, we're heading over, and I can kind of see. So, that's all I really want, is to kind of see. I see sailboats. Okay, here we go. Well, I think this is it, but I'm not entirely sure. But this seems rather treehousey, so let's go see. It's gonna be real hard to bring a cooler up here. Oh, I'm thinking. I'll make do. It's very romantic, though. So cute. Oh my goodness. Look how cute it is. Look at that tub. How cute. It is the right place. Okay, here's the cuteness. There's a fan on, so actually can I just turn it off? It's adorable. It's so cute. I can't even handle it. Welcome to our treehouse. Enjoy your stay. Very sweet. A little coffee station. Got some cups. Microwave. All that jazz. A little mini fridge. Some wine. If I drank wine, I would drink it. But I don't. But it's a very nice gesture. I'm just wondering where the bathroom is. We'll go up. This is the bedroom. Where is the toilet? Really fond of their fans. It's very sweet. Wow. So cozy. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. I found the bathroom, which is real exciting. So you got your toilet right here, which is nice because you don't have to go down the stairs in the middle of the night if you gotta go. And just so cozy. So we've got forest out this window, forest and lights out that window, and then whoop, if you go over here, you've got, you can kind of see the main house over there, but it's not like you're staring in somebody's window. So very, very cozy. Oh, and there's a little loft up there. Tiny little loft for a tiny little person. But just so sweet. And little details. Very cute. After a little bit of, well, first of all, I had to pick up food because I was like, I'm not lugging the cooler up those stairs. Like, this is a very cute setup, but this is not, let's bring a bunch of groceries and cook here, you know? Like, it's fine. It's just is what it is. I mean, you could, but my cooler's heavy, and I didn't want to bring it all the way up all the stairs. So I got takeout. I went into one of the local towns and got some teriyaki soba noodles. I don't know. And I moved in, which means that essentially I'm just charging a whole bunch of things. My Jackery is charging while it is also charging all of my batteries and various things. And of course, I now just bring my pillow in because it's the best. This place is adorable, and I think it's a really cute lover's nest, either just for yourself or for a couple. Obviously, you can squeeze a little kid in up there if you want. It's tiny, which it's a treehouse. Knew that coming in. I mainly just wanted to check it out because it's just adorable. It's in a beautiful setting. It's just tucked away here. It's like you're in your own private forest, even though the main house is like right there. You're not on top of them. And mainly because I'm going to use that bathtub immediately. I'm going to run a bath. I'm going to eat some noodles. I have Schitt's Creek loaded on my iPad. And I'm going to tuck in, hopefully soon. I still don't have a plan. I still have no plan for tomorrow. I started looking at flights and things. I don't know. My body's really tired. I think all of this is catching up to me. Well, today's hike, if you saw the last video, the hike I took this morning, which would have been in the previous video, was flat. It was still 10.5 miles of walking, and it was on a very rocky beach. And so that just puts a little bit different strain on your muscles than walking in ways that you're used to. So I don't walk on rocks a lot, especially like big round rocks. So I think that I didn't really account for that. I was like, oh, an easy hike. Yeah, it's 10 miles, but it's easy. But it was flat, but it was, yeah. So long story short, legs are tired. The bath is well welcomed and just beautiful. To me, it's the key feature of this whole spot. And I'm just gonna decompress tonight and then just try to figure everything out in the morning and not worry about anything else tonight. I don't want to spend the rest of the night looking on iOverlander for places to camp and looking at flights and looking at trails like that. We can do that in the morning. You and me, the royal we. Tonight is just about eating some noodles and soaking in the tub and watching Schitt's Creek. And that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna do that in private. I'm sure you can understand. Just envision the whole scenario if you want. It'll be a beautiful scene, but I don't feel like setting up some artsy shot that I just don't have the energy. But it's a beautiful place, and I think it's adorable. And I'm excited to go. They give a lot of information on places to dine locally, so I think I might. I haven't eaten out. This is the first takeout I've done since I've been on this trip, and also I haven't gone to a restaurant. Have I? I don't think so. So I think I might take myself out to a nice breakfast tomorrow, because there's some breakfast places in Snohomish. Still don't know if I'm saying that right. But this place is giant cinnamon rolls. Hollow French toast. I mean, yum. I think it's time to go out for a nice breakfast. Check out Main Street, and we'll do all that together tomorrow. So I will leave you here for now, and I will check back with you in the morning. Okay, I was not going to film the bath, but this is pretty neat. They have all these, they have this, I'm not going to say it out loud just yet, but if you have one of those, I'm about to say it, so just be warned. They have all these light settings, and I was like, oh, I want it to be a little less bright for the bath. So watch this. Alexa, turn on Tropical Twilight. What? It's so cool. Oh, I love that. Okay, now I'm gonna relax. Hello, friends. Oh my goodness. What a day. What a day. This place is fantastic, and I honestly, if I had 2 nights here, I would do a much more in-depth review. But it is so cozy. I took a 2-hour bath last night, and I binge-watched the rest of season 5 of Schitt's Creek, which was fantastic. This tub is incredible. I slept like a rock. The bed is so comfortable. It's so cozy and quiet and nice. Really lovely. I woke up to some unfortunate news. My credit card number had been stolen, and somebody had racked up almost, I think, over $13,000 of fraudulent charges. So I got an email this morning that there was this charge for like $7,500, and they're like, "Is this you?" I was like, "No." So I canceled the card right away, but I don't know, my phone, I was trying to call them to like report the other charges, and my phone wouldn't connect to, it wouldn't like call. I kept getting call fails, and I was like, I'm on the internet, I still have a bar service, I should be able to make a call, but I couldn't. I got so flustered. So I drove into Snohomish, still don't know if I'm saying that right, because I was like, I know there's a branch of the bank there. Worst case scenario, if I can't get through on the phone, I can at least go into the bank when it opens, and I can, you know, they can help me call or whatever. Well, I get into Snohomish, and I have perfect service, and I still can't make a call. I'm like, something's wrong with my phone. So I turned my phone off and back on again, and lo and behold, I could make a call. So I probably didn't have to drive all the way there. It's a 20-minute drive, but it's totally worth it. So I got that all squared away. Thankfully, I have good fraud protection, and I will be reimbursed completely, but I had to cancel my card, which is always a little bit like, I'm not home, I'm on the road. Luckily, I have other ways to pay for things, but still, always have a secondary form of payment like available. So I have my debit card that I can use. It's just my credit card is canceled, and yeah. I can't believe they missed the other charges, because they were big charges, and usually they're pretty on top of it. And usually I look at my credit card statement like once or twice a week. I just kind of glance at it, because this has happened to me before several times, and it's just part of paying for things online in this era. And anyway, so long story short, I'm out in the wilderness mostly. I haven't really been looking at my statement, and so I missed the charges, and they didn't send me an alert for them either. So I'm glad that they sent me an alert yesterday, and I got it all squared away. I was a little stressed out this morning. I'm still like a little but I got it all squared away. I got the work done that I wanted to do. The internet worked great here to upload, which I really needed to do today, so that's good. And then I took like a bath shower to wash my hair, and that was lovely. So I had like a little morning bath. I mean, I took full advantage of that tub. This is like the star feature of this place. But yeah, I gotta go now because checkout is now. I actually don't have a really firm plan for what I'm doing. When I was in Snohomish earlier this morning, panicking, after I finally got through to a person and I got it all squared away, I was like, well, I'm here and I'm like stressed out, so I'm gonna go get myself a coffee or something. And the town is so cute. So I might actually drive into town again just to like plop down at a cafe and kind of figure out my plan. So I really want to go back to Olympic, but I only have one more night, and it's kind of out of the way to go all the way back and over the ferry and all that. I mean, it just takes time, and then come back to fly home. So I need to sort that out, but I do have to check out now. So I'll have to do that somewhere else. But I will tell you, I went to just the first like coffee place that was close to where I was, called Looking Glass Cafe. So sweet. I got a delicious chai from there with oat milk, which, just the best. And that felt really good. It's such a sweet spot, and that main street is so, I kind of want to go back there right now, but I don't want to linger if I'm driving all the way back to Olympic. And then right across the street from that is this grain, I can't remember the exact name of it, but I took a little video clip with my phone, this grain bakery. It's essentially a gluten-free bakery, so I'm not gluten-free, but it got really good reviews, and the stuff looked amazing, and I got a lemon berry scone. That will solve all of your problems. Not really, but you know, it was delicious. So I had my tea and my scone, and I came back and I finished my work, and I got my tub shower. And anyway, This is lovely. Let's go check out Snohomish a little bit more so you can kind of see a bit more of the area. I know there's a couple of nice trails around here, around the river. This is just a great spot. One thing I will say is if you have any sort of accessibility issues, like just getting upstairs or narrow spots, the spiral staircase here is pretty tight, and there's quite a few stairs to get up into the treehouse, and it's narrow. And the whole space is compact. So that would be my only note, but otherwise it's a super sweet spot. Snohomish is great, and I can't wait to explore there a little bit more, and I'm so glad that I got to stay here. It's been, like I said, been on my wish list forever, and it was definitely worth the wait, and just such a fun spot. I love the tree houses. Okay, so let's move on and check out Snohomish a little bit more, and then figure out what I'm doing for my last night in Washington this go around. Okay. Well, amazingly, I found a parking space. I'm just gonna walk around for a little bit. It's so cute. And we'll see. This town is so stinking cute. A plant company. You guys, this town is adorable. Lots of antique shops and cafes. It's so sweet. So the town runs right alongside the river. There's a park right here and a path. It's really lovely. Best pie I've ever had in my life. Sorry for the air conditioning noise. It's too hot, and I'm worried about my ice melting. I don't want to buy more ice when I'm leaving tomorrow, but I bought a sticker because you know how I feel about the stickers. I think I lost my Oi Hood Bay sticker. I can't find it. But anyway, I'm heading out. This is probably a terrible idea, but it's what I really want to do, so I'm just following my desire, essentially. And I'm driving back to Olympic Peninsula, to Olympic National Park this time, which I did not get into when I was there yesterday. So this Snohomish detour was like a kind of a blip, right? And I didn't have an exact plan, but it's all good because who cares? I can do what I want. And if I want to drive back and across the ferry again, I can do that. And I love the frickin' ferry, so I don't know if I'll get into the campground. It's a very popular, reservation only, but I'm hoping there's cancellation or something available. Otherwise, I'll just sleep at the trailhead and hope I don't get the knock. I'm going to Lake Crescent, essentially, because I really want to do the Devil's Punch Bowl hike. It's my last hike, and I just really want to get further into Olympic. I'm going to have to come back because I barely touched any of Washington or Oregon. There's so much more to do. But that's what I really want to do right now, so I'm just going to follow that, and we'll see where the road takes us. So back across the ferry. With the ferry, and depending on what ferry I get, I'm guessing it will take upwards of 4.5 to 5 hours. It's like only a 3-hour plus drive, but with the ferry you have to factor in a little bit more time. So I'm hoping to get there around between 5 and 6, and hope that there's something available. But if there's not, like I said, I'll figure it out. It's the last night. If I have to sleep at a trailhead parking lot, I will. Well, kids, we're calling this Jen Attempts Wild Camping Part 2, or second attempt. I went to Fair Homes. There was a lot of open spaces, but it said it was full, but they hadn't posted if they had any availability that night. Like, they had the post from yesterday night, and I just didn't want to hang around. It's already after 5. I didn't want to hang around and not know. So I found this wild camping spot. It's on National Forest land, so it's BLM land. So technically I can camp here, as far as I know. And got good reviews. There's nobody else here. There's just a couple of spots. I'm right on 101, so it's a little loud. There's not like a lot of traffic here, but it's a little loud, but I also feel really comfortable that I'm super close to the road. And I always, whenever I go anywhere in this last year of experimenting with camping, I always park with my nose facing towards the road, so I can easy out. And I can be on the highway in like 5 seconds. So I'm gonna try this. It's pretty clean. It's just a little garbage that I will pack out with me because it's gross. Don't leave garbage anywhere, especially in nature. Just don't. It's gross. But I'm happy to take that with me, and this way I can get up early and hit the trailhead I want to hit in the morning. I've got a little shade, and I've got a nice tree right here, so as the sun's going down, car will be well shaded. And like I said, there's nobody else here, and it's flat. I have enough room to set up my little table and chair, make a little dinner. I'm not hungry after that big lunch, but you know, I've got room, and I think this is a pretty sweet spot. So like I said, you can hear a little bit of freeway in the background, but all the reviews said that kind of dies down, you know, as the evening progresses. And honestly, I'd rather be closer to the road and hear a little traffic than be further away when I'm still so new to this. Just a little gravel road too, a little logging road, so it wasn't too hard for her. And wheel update, we're still doing good, so I'm not too worried about that. But I'm gonna get her all closed up and opened up to vent and get all the screens on and everything, so it is a little buggy. And I'm just gonna make sure to tuck in pretty early, just to be kind of secure in there, because that's how I feel the most secure at this point, and so early in my road life journey. But yeah, I love this girl. She's the best. She's the best. We're up to almost 4,300 miles now, and it feels like home in there already. I don't know how to describe it. It does. So, yeah. Okay, let's get ready. Doesn't look like much, but I'm just trying to use up the things in my cooler, and it'll do. Lots of protein there.
The next morning.
So this is my Aura app. Oops, my ring. This ring. I bought it to track sleep. It tracks other things too, but mostly to help me with sleep. It's been very helpful. So it shows me when I'm sleeping and different sleep cycles and all that jazz. I don't know if any of this is coming up on the camera, but you see that big white block right there? That's awake. Awake between 2 and 3, essentially. Yeah. I'm not usually a wake up in the middle of the night with thoughts kind of person, but I did last night, and had nothing. It was perfectly quiet here. I felt fine. It wasn't about that. I don't know. I woke up, I had to go to the bathroom, and then I couldn't go back to sleep. Oh, I think my tea is done. It's steaming up the storm. Look at that. Steaming. By the way, I'm sure I've mentioned this, but this little collapsible electric kettle is one of the MVPs of the truck of my rig, because I haven't had to yet, but if I felt like I couldn't cook outside, I could easily make anything that you make with hot water inside the truck with my Jackery. Just plug it in, oatmeal, cup of noodle, whatever. Anyway, I think I might be resting on some clothes. I think I might have inadvertently also just shown you some underwear, but hopefully we can all be adults about that, because most of us wear underwear. I know not everybody does. I do. Anyway, I sleep great in the truck. I really do. That last night was unrelated to like comfort or feeling secure. It was one of those times where I woke up in the middle of the night and just had so many thoughts and feelings, and I couldn't go back to sleep. It happens, I guess. It doesn't, like I said, I don't do that most of the time. If anything, I just don't fall asleep at the beginning well if I'm having like a lot of stuff on my mind. I don't usually wake up in the middle of the night and not be able to fall back asleep, but there it is. So, tea is steeping. I am going to, it's just almost 5:30, which is when I want to leave, so that's perfect. And I'm going to drive over to the trailhead. I am doing, I call it a trailhead. It's basically a lakeside path that's paved. Apparently they paved it in recent years, but it's the Spruce Railroad Trail at Lake Crescent. It's rated easy. It just walks right along the lake, and it goes by the Devil's Punch Bowl, which I'm very excited to go to. So I'm actually wearing things that I think I could potentially swim in, and I'm going to bring my little Zero shoes too, and that's why I had my underwear out. I'm bringing some backup undies in case I do go swimming, and I'll pack I'll pack my lightest whatever towel. I'm still waking up, you guys. But we'll see if I get in the water or not. I just want to have the option. But I'm excited. It's my last day. It's my last day of this leg. Hopefully I have many legs to come. But we're still in experiment phase. But yeah, this journey has been so good. I can't express to you, I can't possibly express to you how much I miss my children and my dog. I miss my babies so much, but this is their summer break with their dad, and I get my summer break with them when I get home. And this is part of our arrangement. And to me, being out on the road, especially in this way, is helpful. It doesn't make me miss them any less, of course, but it is distracting. So while I still feel that heavy missing them all the time, I'm not wallowing in it like I would be at home, especially at home looking at all their things in their rooms, and I would just be a mess, to be honest. And you know, I'm a few years into this co-parenting thing now, and some people say it gets easier. I don't think it gets easier, but I've learned how to navigate it for myself better. And that is ever evolving, but I'm handling it better. It's not easier. The heartache isn't any less. But yeah, I'm going to finish out this journey with a bang. I'm excited to see Lake Crescent. It looks like a clear morning. And yeah, let's go hiking. It's like 11 miles, but it's a walk. We're going to take a nice walk. Maybe swim. We'll see. I'm the only one here. Blue there, sitting pretty. Only one in the parking lot. It's here. Oh, now it's dark. And by all accounts that I read, hold on, let me get you. There we go. This is like super popular. People like park in ditches up the road, and it's not that early. I mean, I just spent like 15 minutes futzing around at 6:25. Catch and release. poison oak. Okay. Cougar frequenting area. Okay, well, hopefully some people will show up. Anyway, I hear it gets very crowded. It's paved the whole way, which, you know, like I said earlier, is it a hike? Is it just a walk? Does it matter? No. But anyway, it's a beautiful morning. Oh, the views of the sunrise over the lake, just epic on the drive. But here we go. I'm going to show you what we're looking at. There's this tunnel, but I want to go to Devil's Punch Bowl, so I'm going to take that path. Look at those trees that fell down. It's intense. Oh, we're going this way. So this is Devil's Punch Bowl. It's a very popular swimming spot. It's just this little alcove here in the lake. It's so beautiful out. I can't. Wow. It's focusing on it. I don't think this was here when I walked the other way. He's working fast. This is one of those instances where I wish I had my paddleboard. Do you see the paddle borders? They're kind of hard to see, but that would be awesome. Can you imagine? One day I'll come back. I'm back at the Devil's Punch Bowl now. The sun is shining a bit, and you can see the color of the water a bit better. It's so blue. It's beautiful. I just got back and made myself a little turkey hummus wrap, and I did 11.8 miles. It said I had 1,969 feet of elevation gain, and that felt very flat, except for a couple of tiny hills. It took me 3 hours and 53 minutes. So, really good. Beautiful morning. Just beautiful. Definitely much more traffic on the trail for the return last couple of miles. But if you come early, I had it all to myself for like the first 3 hours. So I did not go in the water. It's heating up now. But when I started on the trail, when I left the car, it was like 46 degrees. And when I was back again towards like the swimming areas, it was like 55. And I was just like, I don't really want to swim. And when it's 55 degrees out, it feels a little warmer than that. But so my plan now is, I wonder if I have enough service to pull them up, to go up to Hurricane Ridge, because they have a visitor center there. And y'all know I got to get my sticker at the very least. But also, it's kind of on the way back. It's not exactly. It's a bit of a detour. But it's in that direction. And back to Seattle, I should say. I need to get to Seattle today to fly home. But I have 13 hours until my flight because I'm taking the red eye. So I have plenty of time. And it's just something I want to see and check out. So I'm going to drive up there. I think it's about an hour. I hope that loads up. And we'll see what there is to see. But really good morning. Just a really casual, it was still like 12 miles on my feet, but my legs are still like busted from what I did a few days ago between the beach run and the Mount Eleanor hike and the Pebble-y beach walk, the 10 miles on the Dungeness bit. My legs were like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm sorry, not really sorry, but that's, by the way, that's my electrolytes make that noise. I think it's from, not even at altitude, but something. Okay, I'm gonna move on. We'll see what there is to see. Hopefully they have a sticker and some views, and then we'll head towards Seattle. So this shows you what all of the peaks are with their elevations. The snowy ones are actually a little lower. Just must be the temperature. Wow. Just amazing. So epically beautiful. Well, that was definitely worth the detour. Oh my gosh, so beautiful. Sorry, I don't have the tripod up. So, of course, I did buy some things. We'll do a little haul. Got this bag. Am I from the Midwest? I got some barbecue chips because they just sound really good. And then I got a shirt. It's really soft, long sleeve shirt. It says Olympic National Park on the side. It has coordinates on the sleeve. I don't know if you're gonna be able to really see. And the back has a map. And it's so soft. I think I already mentioned that. And then of course, you know I got some stickers. So I got, oh, I almost lost that. This little wooden sticker. Let's see if it can figure out how to focus on that. She says it's like industrial strength. I'm gonna put it on my water bottle, I think. That'll be nice. And I got this postcard. And I got this sticker. The mountains are calling and I must go. And this smaller sticker. And I don't have any service, so I don't know how to get anywhere, but it's getting on. It's like 12:45, so I'm thinking I don't know if I have to go back down the way I came. I'm just gonna drive up a little bit more just in case I can get a good, I would love to get a picture of the car with the mountains, like in the background, unobstructed. And then hopefully get some service so I can figure out what direction to go. But what a beautiful day. This is such an epic, like, last day, last part of this leg of the adventure. The adventure will continue. But I am gonna hit the road.
A little later.
It's really loud and windy. I'm in Seattle. There's a lot of traffic getting here. I made it, parked somewhere. I don't know. And I'm just looking around. I just wanted to see it. I'm gonna walk back down to Pike Place. This market is closed. It's like, I don't know what time it is, but it's late. I still want to see it. Can you imagine this during the day when it's all open? To come back sometime. It's time for me to go to the airport. I don't know if you saw. Obviously you saw. I walked around Pike Avenue at Pike Place and then Pike Market, which was all closed, but it was fun to see anyway. And then I went to eat at a restaurant. I think it was called cutters, but I can't actually remember now. It was really good. Very fresh, delicious seafood. I treated myself. That was like a fancy dancy meal. I had shrimp ceviche to start, and what's that stuff called? A crab cake. Sorry, I'm real tired. Anyway, I've got to get everything situated here and get a move on. But that's the end of this adventure, and I will catch you on the next one. I hope you enjoyed coming along. I certainly enjoyed sharing with you, and I will see you real soon.